And good morning and welcome, those who are here, and welcome to those who are going to do the class a bit later on. So here we are sitting on our mat on a Monday morning. So we'll just take a moment to arrive. We'll let the eyes shut and arriving, feeling your body settle. And just letting your breath find its own rhythm. So in a way, just stepping back from thinking the body and projecting onto it. Those ideas that it should feel like this or that, and you should be breathing in a particular way, or sitting in a certain stance. And just find a sense of balance and ease within yourself. Which in a sense means opening up to accept whatever you are feeling, knowing this is enough. So whether there is some anxiety or tension or any discomfort that may manifest within the body or mind, still sitting steady, being receptive. And giving yourself the fullest permission possible. Letting your body express. Permission to allow your body to be. Making peace with the fear. Maybe we think we're not enough. And trusting that we are. This moment of being is filling this moment, and it is enough. And letting your mouth open softly and your next out breath leave through the mouth. Breathe in again through the nose. We're going to do this breath through the mouth 4 more times. You want it to be a very soft whisper of a breath. One, your in-breath in the space between. And see where the next out breath, leaving the body, leads to your mind. And then coming back to a natural breath in and out through the nose. Listening rather than doing as you sit with your body with your mind and breath. And open the eyes again now, keeping the gaze soft. We'll start our practice this morning coming into a twist over to the right. So left hand is to right knee, right hand behind the body. And we're sitting tall to ease into this twist, wringing out the spine. With your natural breath. We come round and to the other side, right hand to left knee and left hand behind you. And we're wringing out the spine towards the left. Go right back and to the center line. A little circling through the pelvis from your seat now. Let your weight shift a little bit from sit bone to sit bone here. That will just help to keep a smooth circle through the body. And come back the other side. More arriving back to center line. We'll just do a little bit of neck rolling now. Taking time to circle the neck up and around. Doing 3 rounds in one direction. Before you then take the neck back the opposite way. No rush in these orbits of the skull. Giving your body time and space to open. And we'll come back into a center line with the skull. So we're going to stretch out the left leg now and we'll draw the right knee up and into the chest and just adjust your balance. Then you can hug this right knee in with the right arm. Left hand will come behind the body. Stretch out through the left leg here as you come into a twist. And then realigning your spine so you're looking forward. And we'll slide the hands down the left leg towards the left foot. The right knee is still bent upwards. And then come down. And now cradling the right knee with the right elbow, lifting the right foot, and you may be able to slide it into the crook of the left elbow. You can kind of change this however feels comfortable to you. But we're just looking to rock the right knee from side to side a little bit. Keep sitting as tall as you can. A bit of opening into that right hip flexor. then, releasing the right leg, hands interlaced behind the right leg, and we'll stretch it out and drawing the right knee towards the core. Keep sitting as tall as you can here. And when your right leg is bent inwards, you can catch hold of the right thigh, or maybe even come towards the right foot and stretch it out in front of you. Keep sitting tall, keep anchoring down the left leg. And slowly lowering it back down to the floor. Sitting tall in your Dandasana, an L shape through the body. 3 rounds of breath there. Come to the end of those 3 rounds. We'll take the left knee in and we'll plant it somewhere to the right, somewhere up on the inner edge of the right leg. This time we're hugging the left knee in with the left arm, right hand behind us, and we're coming into a twist over to the right. Along that, your center line. And from here, both hands now sliding down the right leg towards right foot. Going for a few breaths in your forward fold. Left knee is still bent. Your time. And we interlace fingers behind the back of the left leg. Now stretch that out and bend it in a couple of times. And then either holding that left leg with hands still behind the thighs out in front of you, or taking hold of the left foot to stretch it out. Keep your core strong now as we release the left leg and take it slowly back down to join the right. And we're back into Dandasana, 3 rounds of breath. Hands on the top of the thighs. Breathe in, sit tall, and breathe out, keeping that length through the spine as we come down the legs and into a forward fold. We'll just circle the skull gently here, small circle in our forward fold. Take your circle back the other way if you haven't done so. Arriving back in your forward fold with soft shoulders so you can draw the spine forwards here. Breathe in, slide the hands back up, and we come around and onto all fours. So arrive in a neutral stance on your all fours, and we lift the right knee up and take it just behind the right elbow. A little bit of work to draw into our core here. Right foot is lifted, that feels inaccessible. Breathe in, stretch out the right leg out behind you. Find your balance. Right knee will come now behind the left elbow. A bit of heat building here as we draw into the core. And we'll stretch the right leg out, We bend the right knee and we press up through the ceiling. Look up. This last couple of breaths, you may want to lift the left arm and reach behind for the right foot. Whoops, daisy. And release both left arm down and the right knee. And you can figure elevate now your pelvis from side to side. Long breaths. In and out through the nose. So right back into your neutral stance. Readjust your weight. And we breathe in to lift the left leg up, out behind us. Left knee will come back behind the left elbow. Feel the heat build. Left leg will stretch back out again. Keep everything soft, relaxed. Left knee behind the right elbow. And this time stretching out the left leg, bend the left knee, push the ceiling up. Look up. And either just pausing there for 3 breaths, or you may want to reach behind to catch hold of the left foot with the right hand. Release both right leg down, right hand down, and left foot. And we ease back towards the heels. Come up onto the fingertips here as we draw back towards the heels, spine lowering down. Look forwards, plant the hands down. Shuffle as low as you can get the belly here in your child. And we'll slide forwards to arrive on the belly into a baby cobra. Breathe out, come back down to the floor. Lifting your hands off the mat, underneath your shoulders for a breath. And plant the hands back down. Deep out breath. Another in-breath into cobra. And find your way up onto all fours. Toes will tuck under. And we'll lift the knees a fraction off the mat. Want your shoulders here to be more or less above your wrists here. So the weight is slightly forwards. Just feel the heat building through the body. We'll take a deep out breath to ease up and back into down dog. Keep that little bend through the knees here. You can look underneath each armpit and turn just to bring a bit of a twist into the spine. Coming back to the center line, we come forwards now again to arrive back in that stance with the knees slightly off the mat, shoulders above the wrists. And we're supporting the body through the hands and the feet. Breathe out again, arrive back into your down dog. We'll look underneath the right armpit again, bending the right knee. So coming into this a bit deeper this time by rooting back into the heels. The breath also over to the other side. When both heels are high, belly draws back towards the thighs. We'll look forwards and we'll step up towards the top of the mat. Feet hips width apart, and we'll arrive into forward fold. Move your skull a little bit here from side to side in your forward fold. Then move down to the feet to come to rise. Arms will float up above the head. And we breathe out, hands arriving down and into the heart. Release the hands down now, so palms are facing out in front. Draw the shoulders back as you stand in your Tadasana for 5 rounds of breath. Bring your feet down at the base of the body. With breathe in, the arms will lift up. We'll lift the right knee up as well. We're going to step back into a high lunge. The hands will come to the heart as you step back. Take your time to do this big giant step out behind you. Now we're balancing on the ball of the right foot unless you prefer to turn the heel down and bring the heel to the floor. Hands at the heart. Take the palms so they're facing down. And we'll stretch out to the right hand side with the left arm lifting up. The right arm is pressing down. Keep your back leg nice and strong. We just feel that twist through the spine. Arms will come back to the heart, palms facing down. Rebalance. This time twisting to the left. Right palm will stretch up as the left arm stretches down. And you're twisting to the left hand side. Keep your right arm up as you come back to your center line, and the left arm will lift up to join it. You may need to hop that right foot back a little bit further. Get yourself a little bit of space through the body. We'll turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Soften the shoulders as we lower the back knee down towards the floor. We're arriving in a low lunge, looking up and stretching up through the palms of the hands. Lift the arms down. And we frame the front foot now. I'll just swivel forwards and backwards a little bit from the front leg to come into half splits and ease back into the lunge. We're just doing this to open up through the hip and into the pelvis. Make sure you're not rushing through any of this. It's an easy way, steady pace to open into the body. Touch edges, but then to move out and away from those edges. Going to come back and into forward fold. So lifting up the back leg, front leg can straighten. We'll step up and draw the right foot down and back into Uttanasana. Gain a little bit of sway through the skull, from shoulder to shoulder. Right back to your center line. Breathe in to rise. With your arms circling up above you, we breathe the hands down to the heart as the left knee lifts up, and we take it back in that big giant step into our high lunge. Adjust your feet, heel is up or down. We'll lift the arms up. Breathe out. Take the palms down to heart level. Palms facing down. So a twist to the left first here. Right arm will lift up. As the left arm stretches down, turn to the left. Good time to bring both hands back to the heart. Often when balance is involved, it's really easy to rush this kind of movement. Come to the other side. So trying to keep the balance. It's easy almost to get a bit fearful about losing it. So just take a few breaths over to the right. Strong back leg. Keep your left arm lifted. Right arm will float up. We're in our high lunge. Now just assess your feet if you need to lengthen out your stance. Return the palms up towards the ceiling, interlacing fingers. Start to lower your back knee down to the floor. We're going to lie into a low lunge. Look up, reach up as you root down into the pelvis. And then take the arms down, framing your front foot. And we're easing out and into a half split. Just a gentle forwards and backwards movement. When you've done a few rounds, start to frame your front foot. Lift up the back leg to ease into a kind of pyramid shape. To then shift weight forward, front foot, and bring your back foot forward and into forward fold. Take your time to come up to rise. Arms will float above the head. And breathe out, softening through the knees as palms float down to arrive facing down in front of the heart. A bit of swiveling now through the spine. This movement starting from the waist rather than from the knees or the legs. So this is you swivel the arms to one side. You'll counteract that by twisting the legs a little to the other side. Balance the spine and keep the movement in the core of the body. More rounds. Your feet. We all arrive back. A little bend through the knees. We're open now out into chair pose. Sink low as the arms lift up. We're looking to drop the sit bones down here in our chair. On the round breath. And then we'll breathe out and find our way into forward fold. Breathe in, offer your spine forward. Now we'll plant the hands on the floor now, just to the sides of the feet, where you could line up the fingers with the tops of the toes. Lift your right leg up, and you can just plant it behind the left knee. Now you can use your hands as a bit of support here. You may want to bring hands up to the heart, 3 rounds of breath. Draw into your core. Let the hands down if you have them lifted, and stretch that right leg out and back. Now this time we want to plant the heel of the right foot. So root it down, press down to come up to rise, and into warrior one. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Coming into warrior two, and your gaze coming down the length of that third middle finger. Open out the right arm behind you. Fine. Return both arms up. We'll lift them up above the head. Coming into eagle arms now. Right arm crosses over left. The backs of the hands could connect, or you might get to the palms. Bring your elbows away from the body. Breathe in. Breathe out to fold forwards into humble warrior with eagle arms. Left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Open the lines of your body here. So make sure you're not tensing into your stretch. Extended side angle. Right arm will lift up. Left hand comes either to the left thigh or down to the floor. Reach up and look up towards the right arm. That feels comfortable. Come from here into Trikonasana. We're milling down the right arm, straightening up through the front leg. The hand can remain on the floor. You may want to take it to the foot or the shin. Right arm will still lift up. And down. Right arm will come down. And we plant hands either side of the front foot. Rotate the back foot round. Breathe in. Lift up the right leg. We're back into forward fold. Breathe in to come to rise. Lifting up. And breathing out, hands above the head to sink down and into your chair pose again. Dropping your sit bones down towards the floor. Breathe out now. Start to hinge forward into forward fold, straightening up backs of the legs and arriving back into Uttanasana. And from here we come into Kundalini's descent again. You can keep the hands lined up on the floor, maybe in front of the feet or just in alignment with the toes. We'll lift the left knee, plant it behind the right knee, and then you've got your choice whether to bring the hands up to the chest to be in balance for 3 rounds of breath. Take your hands down and we'll slowly step back the left foot, this time planting the whole of the left heel onto the floor. Press down into the back foot to lift up into warrior one. Take your time to open up the arms into warrior two, your gaze coming down the middle finger of the front hand. Return the palms up here, lifting both arms up. And this time crossing right arm over left. We're coming into our eagle arms, elbows drawing away from the front of the body. We breathe in, and then we'll sink down into our humble warrior. Right shoulder looks to tuck to the inside of the front knee. Hold your eagle arms in, that feels okay. Else you can release one hand down to the floor for a bit more balance. And we release out the right hand, pressing the floor of the right thigh. We're lifting the left arm up, extended side angle. Then take time to straighten up through the front leg. You might want to bring the right hand to the leg or the shin. And we're lifting up and into Trikonasana. Take your time, just going to swivel around so I'm facing you. So from Trikonasana, we'll bring the upper arm down in front of us. And we come to the center of the mat, turning feet so they're parallel with one another and facing the long edge of the mat. Breathing, offer your spine forwards, breathe out, forward fold. Into a side lunge, both sides. We'll lunge into the right leg, straightening up the left leg. You can keep the left foot down to the floor or turn the toes up to ceiling. Come to the other side, bend into the left knee and straighten up through the right leg. Come back to your center line. Just a little swivel from side to side into your pelvis. Just take a breath now to come up and into goddess. So return the toes out. Just excuse me, let me just see what's going on here. Turn the toes out. And we'll start to lift up and into our goddess. It's a little bend of the knees here. Sinking low. Take the arms out to either sides of the body. We'll stretch towards the left arm, reaching it to the side. Come back, stretch out to the right. Few rounds, both sides. Resist that temptation to rush. Arrive back, your center line. Hands to the top of the thighs, we'll just sink that little bit lower for a breath. Then breathe in, straighten out the legs. Breathe the arms up and into star. Breathe out. Hands will float down. And we come back into our forward fold with wide legs. You may want to heel toe the feet a little wider apart from one another. Breathe in to take hands up to the hips and to lift up. And we'll step the feet back together to arrive in standing. Standing tall into Tadasana for 5 rounds of breath. And we then find our way down and to the mat. You might like to squat your way down. You could lift up the heels near the end of that squat. And then we take this bottom down, stretch the legs out in front of us. And we're back into Dandasana. Breathe in, arms will float up. Keep your gaze in front of you here. Breathe out. Start to reach your chest forwards to arrive into forward fold. Lengthen out through the back of the neck in your forward fold. Breathe in and come back into your seat. We bend the right knee now, and you can either keep it to the left side of the left leg, or you might want to cross it over the left leg. Take that right foot as high up as you can. We hug the right knee into the chest, sitting tall, and arriving in twist to the right hand side. And back to your center line. Take the right leg over, stretch it out, and lower it down. Left knee will bend, and either planting it to the right, to the left of the right thigh, or crossing it over. Hugging the left knee with the right arm, coming into twist to the left. Sitting tall as you twist towards your left. Come back to your center line, and we'll stretch out left leg. Slide both feet in now, soles of the feet together. We'll start with a diamond shape through the legs, heels a little way away from the body. You can interlace fingers around the feet or just hold the feet. We'll lift up. We breathe out and ease into the insides of the thighs. Breathe in again. Breathe out and forward fold in your butterfly. Keep that steady breath flowing. And then lift up. And for the second round, you may want to slide your feet a bit closer into your pelvis to shuffle onto your sit bones. Interlace fingers around the tops of the toes. We breathe in and lift both knees up, sitting tall, and keep that seat as you breathe out and allow the legs to drop out to either side. Breathe your way into any edges. In breath. We'll lift both knees up again. And we'll follow the out breath. Stretch out our butterfly wings. Then iron out the insides of the thighs with your elbows, if that's helpful. And then relax, release, and support your knees back. Breathe out, back and into forward fold. Remember to lengthen through the chest. Stretch out through the back of the neck. So you're lengthening your entire torso forwards rather than curving the spine here. And then come back into your seat and plant your feet hips width apart from one another as you roll down onto the spine. We're coming to a rounded bridge now, hands coming to the sides of the body, reaching towards the back of the heels, and root down into your feet to lift up through the pelvis onto the shoulders. And interlace your hands underneath the spine here and roll onto each of the shoulders. Down into your feet as you release the arms to either sides and roll your pelvis back down. Stretching out your arms into an L shape now, we'll drop both feet over towards the right, both knees to the right, and gaze towards the left hand. Knees back up and over to the left side, gazing towards the right hand. Back into your center line. Time for one more round of bridge. Bring the hands back down. We'll lift up into the pelvis. Shuffle each shoulder underneath us. And you can interlace the hands here. Chin away from the throat as you root down into your feet. And then and arrive slowly back down. Hugging your knees into the chest now. Little rock from side to side of the pelvis. And then releasing the feet back down, stretch the arms overhead. Then stretch out your legs in turn so you're in full body stretch. Allow your eyes to shut. And the next out breath through the mouth. And then take your arms down to either sides of the body. And we're arriving into Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your surroundings, sounds around you, and the touch of air upon skin, contact body to earth. Finding your breath. And from here, you start to make a slow, gentle transition up and into sitting again. And we all meet, finding a comfortable seat. Moment to shut eyes. Feeling your breath hold a shape within you and fill the space around you. Letting be. Softening to any resistance to being as it is. The more space we can find, hold ourselves with compassion, a gentle touch. The more we can soften the fear when we find things aren't quite as they seem, as we might have thought or wanted. And here in this space, open our eyes perceive and relax into our energy unfolding as it is, and trusting in our very human intentions to guide us forward, but trusting in our connection to Source. And intuitive wisdom to keep us safe, happy, and well. Bring hands up into prayer at the heart. Breath to find your heart and feel presence. And here, you can softly bow the head forwards, and we close our practice together. Namaste.